Collaboration between International Rice Research Institute and Department of Crop Production of Vietnam. Vietnam produces about 43 million tons of rice annually, along with the same amount of straw being left on the fields. Only about 20% of straw is collected from the fields, used for growing straw mushrooms, livestock feed, crop mulching, fruit packing, etc. The remaining straw is mainly burned in the open fields and incorporated in the soil. In order to maximize the circulation of raw materials in production so that all of them can be valuable products in agricultural production, IRRI has coordinated with the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, MARD, of Vietnam and relevant partners to develop and deploy rice straw management innovations towards circular economy and low emissions in agriculture. Rice straw management towards circular economy and low emissions in agriculture. No open field burning of straw to avoid loss of nutrients, reduce environmental pollution, promote protection of biodiversity, and ensure sustainable standards in rice production. No incorporation of raw straw in flooded fields to reduce CH4 emissions. Collect straw out of the field for growing mushrooms, cow feed, etc. Low-quality or wet straw and other agricultural residues can be recycled to produce fertilizer, compost, for crop cultivation. Collecting straw out of the field is essential to ensure that there is a source of raw materials for other purposes in the circular economy and agriculture. Straw in dry or wet fields can be collected using different types of balers. Tractor-driven round baler installed on the back of the tractor collects straw and releases each bale of straw in the field. Therefore, another vehicle is needed to collect and transport bales to an aggregation point. This baler cannot be operated in wet fields because the wheels easily get stuck. The straw bales are released right on the field, so they will get stuck in mud, reducing the quality of the straw. The self-propelled baler with rubber wheels has a built-in container, 50 bales, and self-transport to the side of the field or an aggregation point. This self-propelled baler can be operated both in dry and wet and muddy fields. Over the years, these byproducts, straw, have been discarded. Now, we can collect and use straw to produce products that benefit society, communities, and the restructuring of the agricultural sector. Mulching straw around the crop root zone has several benefits, including inhibiting weed germination by limiting light and space, which can reduce the need for herbicides. Maintaining soil moisture by limiting evapotranspiration in the dry season and preventing erosion and leaching of the surface soil layer. Straw can also improve drainage in the rainy season and help to regulate soil temperature fluctuations, both daily and seasonally. Maintaining soil porosity by preventing the soil from drying out, cracking, or compacting due to direct sunlight. Providing an organic source for the soil when the straw is completely decomposed, which can help to increase the biodiversity of the rhizosphere microbiota. Straw can be used to grow mushrooms to meet the increasing demand in the market. Straw from rice fields that have been managed according to good agricultural practices should be used to limit the effects of pesticide residues, heavy metals, and other harmful microorganisms. After harvesting the mushrooms, the straw residue should be reused to make growing medium or organic fertilizer. Rice straw can be used to make feed for buffaloes and cows, helping farmers have a stable source of raw fodder, overcoming fodder shortages in the dry season or in flooded areas. Rice straw is treated with burnt lime, urea, or microorganisms to soften the straw and to increase nutrition and digestibility and absorption of straw-made feed for cows and buffaloes. Straw can be used as biobedding. The application of microbial technology accelerates the decomposition of materials with high fiber content. This technology has great potential, especially for organic and ecological livestock production and ensuring animal welfare. Low-quality straw or wet straw and agricultural byproducts can be used to produce organic fertilizers. Collecting straw for composting not only increases the value of straw, but it also reduces GHG emissions by more than 20% compared to straw incorporation in flooded fields. Additionally, straw collection, not burning straw, is one of the important criteria for meeting the standards of sustainable rice production and reducing emissions, increasing income from rice production. All byproducts, including low-quality straw, mushroom residue, and wet straw, can be used to produce organic fertilizer. Mechanized straw composting technology integrates physical effects, mixing by machine, biological effects, composting modes and decomposing bacteria, and chemical effects, optimization of CN ratio, to optimize the composting process of straw and the quality of organic fertilizers. One of the examples of recycling fertilizer production from straw to rice has been demonstrated in Can Tho through rice cultivation demonstration, applying one must do 5 reductions, 1M5R practices, and applying straw-based organic fertilizer implemented by Erie and Can Tho Sub Department of Crop Production and Plant Protection. The results show that growth indicators, such as number of shoots, culm length, and root length, are higher better than those in the control field. There are fewer pests and diseases in the demonstration field, so the number of pesticide spraying times is reduced. The yield and profit of the demonstration fields are also higher than those the control fields. In particular, applying organic straw-based organic fertilizer also contributes to improving soil pH. Recently, Bin Dien Company signed a cooperation agreement with Erie on a number of terms to produce organic fertilizer. Later this year, Bin Dien will put an organic fertilizer production line into operation. In addition to the agricultural use as mentioned, straw can be used to make biodegradable green products to replace plastic, reducing environmental pollution. Erie cooperates with Reinen Company to develop technology and produce biodegradable straw pots in many sizes for different applications, such as straw pots for nursery seedlings and growing flowers for office decoration. With this technology, agricultural byproducts and waste are transformed into household products that are beautiful and environmentally friendly. Recently, Mar de Vietnam issued the document on technical guidelines and technical manual on rice straw management towards circular economy and low emission in the Mekong River Delta. These guidelines and manual will be the basis for localities, businesses, cooperatives, and farmers to have rice straw management practices in a synchronous manner and in accordance with the local context, thereby contributing to increasing value and income for rice farmers, contributing to reducing emissions according to the Vietnam government's commitment. We must promulgate a common technical guideline to help farmers, localities, and state management agencies agree on and implement rice straw management practices. In the future, we can develop legal documents to manage rice straw, such as Vietnam standards and regulations, as a basis for punishing and rewarding compliance with rice straw management practices. Erie Vietnam wants to scale up this demonstration and improve straw collection and handling technologies in the Mekong River Delta. To do this, we need the cooperation of local partners and farmers. Through these activities, we aim to promote innovations in the rice straw value chain in Vietnam, as well as open new directions for rice straw management in the future. At 2023 International Rice Research Institute and Department of Crop Production of Vietnam. All rights reserved.